Hi Collective, welcome to my channel. I'm Crystal, Psychic Medium here delivering messages to you from the higher realms. So welcome in everybody. This is going to be a reading for my Twin Flame Collective, okay? So it's timeless reading, know that. But I always do talk about cosmic energies I'm connecting with. So it is fun to catch my readings in real time. But let's get started here, right? So the March energies I've been connecting with, especially closing out February, all the portals and everything that we had come through, a lot of major awakenings, activations. A lot of realizations, okay? There's been a lot of separations, relationships with family members, friends, lovers, all sorts of stuff, because there's a lot of realizations, right? Of karmic contracts that are fulfilled now. It's like certain things you're not able to accept anymore. So for some of you, it's like, you know, if you were getting disrespected, if you were getting used, things like that, just you're not able to, I'm hearing submit to them anymore, like be submissive. For some of you, you had energies that were trying to be oppressive of you. You're no longer able to accept those anymore. For some of you, these were your divine connections. You could be getting the realization that you're due for a divinely guided separation. What's interesting is I was pulling energy cards and the contract card came out reversed. You know, for a lot of you, it's like there's divine contracts that are not going through. There's realignments, as I've been talking about this forever on my channel, about there being contracts that are being corrupted and voided and new contracts coming in. It's like if you miss the timeline, you know, you only have a certain amount of time to do like the healing and do the work. And if you can't be in alignment with the timeline, it's not fair, right? Especially with the significance of 2024. This is a major time of sacred unions that need to commence, that need to come together, right? And there's been a lot of work on them. But time is of the essence, right? And that's what I keep getting. Each significant thing that we have happening in 2024 is it's very major, right? I talk a lot about the cosmic alignments and tap into the energies of different things. Like currently we have the new moon in Pisces approaching with eclipses following in April, right? So there's this, like, things have to come together, right? And I've been reaching out to try to get more guidance on these divine connections, right? The hang-ups and the things like that, what needs to be done. But I felt to read the reversed contract card to you. So the contract card reverse indicates the ending of a previous connection, or where a future commitment is concerned. It could bring warnings or delays, or perhaps even possible disappointment. The sale of a house could fall through, a job offer might not come when expected, or a romantic union may be stalled. Don't give up, however. This delay may provide some purpose or protection for you, and something even better could be on its way. For some of you, just some divinely guided separations are needed, right? Because sometimes divinely guided separations apart can really realign someone and awaken them, like I recently went through one, right? And it could really get someone to change their perspective and really want to do the work and do the healing. But for some of you, sometimes they come in and they have faked it, right? That's why you really have to trust your intuition, even though I'm giving this message to you. And you're like, yes, this is in alignment with what's going on currently in my life and everything. You still have to trust what you're feeling, right? There's different flows of the twin flames, right? And not every connection, right? Just because you're looking up twin flames, it's going to be your story. And that was something that I felt too, to explain a little bit, is because like your twin can very much become a false twin to you. If they're one that is low vibrational, if they don't have their heart chakra activated, you're able to be used by the enemy. So even though it could have been your twin, if they weren't awakened enough, they could be used by the enemy, which then in turn they come up as a false twin. So it's not that, no, you were with your false twin and your real twin's coming. For some of you, you have to walk away from your twin has turned karmic. For some of you, your twin flame connections, they may have became fallen angels, fallen from grace, may have lost their psychic abilities, their gifts, right? So they're not able to come into union with you to serve your mission. And with that, there's new contracts. So you have to be careful, because I get that confusion, because, you know, especially like readers, you know, are so beautiful picking up on the energy, but they read it as like a false twin energy. So for some of you, you could be displacing that wrong, right, with somebody else. But what's you need to know is that you will have higher level soulmates, and there's a lot of twins that have had to walk away from their twins, and those new contracts are being put together. Right? So new contracts are definitely here. So this card also reverse cautions you not to become desperate. Your needy, urgent energy could actually postpone the desired outcome even more. Continue taking action even in another direction, and your patience resolve will pay off, right? If the breakup of a relationship is involved, always remember that you deserve to be honored. Open your heart and your life to the person who is willing to be fully present, loving. The person is waiting to commit to your own self-honoring heart. All right, because it's really important to know that it's about coming in complete within, right? Like that's how you magnetize like your twin to you, right? And God Divine Source is creating these new contracts. Like you will come into an alignment, but you need to be open to knowing that, because there's some of you, like, you're gonna have to go through heartbreak, separation, and you're gonna feel that void when you're a twin and you are separate. And you have to pour even more love into yourself at this time, because you need to know that you need to stay high vibrational enough to where you can come into these new contracts. So not to be shut out, or not to shut out these new contracts when they come in. Because you need to understand, it's a new contract. It's a, let me source, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a substitution. So you need to know, for some of you, like, you're going to feel the loss and the separation because you are letting go of your twin, but you are coming to alignment to the highest potential. And it's like everything is going to be fulfilled once you unite. Because it's like you're going to realize the integration has to happen, and then you're going to be complete. So it's like letting go of your twin and connecting with another divine being, like they are going to complete you in every way. It is going to be someone that's equally yoked with you, right? It's going to be your divine counterpart, just it's not your mirrored soul, your twin, because it's been realignments. It's not fair to you. You would have never been out of alignment. A lot of these twins have been compromised by the enemy. Anybody that didn't do the healing right, or was being used and corrupted too much, whether there was an overindulgence in alcohol, drugs, things that lower your vibration, that was keeping them trapped and stuck into those addictive patterns, or whether it was traumas, right? That's why not all of the divines will be in union with their twins, but there are new contracts. There are still going to be very divine sacred unions. So you need to be careful, because collectively, you know, I've been looking into the readings, and some beautiful readers are all over the place. They're like, oh, you're dealing with a twin, then you're dealing with a false, and you're dealing with it. And that's why it's coming across like that. And you're being very beautiful, picking up the energy, for those of you that are reading it both ways, all over. But the important message that we need to give out to all of you is that you really have to trust what you feel. And for some of you, you need that realization and knowing that, yes, you were with your twin, but you were not, you cannot align, you cannot integrate fully with each other and come into complete union, because you're out of alignment. Because for some of you, they could even know who you are, and that's why I've been getting the Knight of Cups with the Seven of Swords, because it's like they so badly want to love you, integrate. For some of them, they're fully aware you're their twin, even that you guys have this mission, but it's like they haven't awakened, they haven't got online to Source. They're not online, they're offline. And offline, it's like they're faking it to make it, and you're fully not going to be able to level up and go. They're not going to be able to go to the higher paradigms, these higher levels. So that's why they're coming up as fake love offers. Okay. Two of Cups, Six of Pentacles is what I split this deck on. You deserve to have what's fair. So it's like settling with your twin, even though they're your twin. If you want to stay with them, I'm doing my reading. Wait, stay with your brother. If you want to stay with your twin, that's fine, but you have to sacrifice your mission. See what I mean? So there's really important decisions that are about here. I feel a lot of these major realizations, awakenings have been going on in February. I mean, for some of you, you can hang on, you can try to wait for your twin to awaken, but you're going to miss these timelines. You're going to miss being the leaders, right? Is that why there are many chosen, but there's only 144,000 that are the leaders into the new earth? So if you're wanting to be one of the leaders, there's sacrifices that have to be made here. That's why there's star seeds all over the planets. And they're all helping. My planet, my platform, my channel is to prepare and to get the leaders ready. 144,000. So if you're here watching this, if you're guided to my reading, you're one of those very beautiful souls. Now you can still light work, you can still help uplift the planet through love and all of that, but you're constantly going to be under attack by the enemy too. Because if your own twin is not high vibrational enough, then they're letting the devil have access right to you. Okay? So I feel that was a lot of my channel messages that came out. I'm going to get into doing some tarot. But like I said, trust what you feel. This is going to be the main energy that's coming across for the twins, right? I'll give a few more. Then we'll get into doing this tarot reading. And if it's for you, then it's guidance for you to help you. If not, just take the channel messages that I gave in the beginning of this reading. So, signs that your twin is not fully awakened. They're still caught up in the 3D matrix, into the world, right? Into all of the things for entertainment, all the electronic devices. If that's really a driving force to them, they're not spiritual. That's what I mean by being too focused on the material, too focused on the physical, on things that you can physically touch or watch, right? Not spiritual. It's the same. Another one is they're constantly bringing up things of the past. They're not in the present moment, because when you know that time is but an illusion, you're starting to awaken to knowing that what matters is here now, right? So they're not able to create with you because they're caught up in the past. That means that there's still the past woundings and the heartache and whatever, right? So they're constantly, because for a lot of them, they're trying to pull you back into your south node where they are currently. They're trying to keep you there. So if somebody's constantly bringing up the past and constantly bringing up things from the past, that's a sign. It's holding you back. If they're doing things to engage in lower vibrational energy, they're not in control of their emotions and their feelings. Constantly being sporadic, right? Letting physical things affect their emotional stability, right? They're not in control of their emotions as you are. All right. So if they're trying to tempt you, that's why we're getting a lot of this temptation energy that's coming out. So a lot of trying to buy love, things like that. So if they're trying to manipulate or control you through money, resources, physical things, or through sex, right? So for a lot of you have a very difficult decision to make here, Two of Wands. You have a new pathway here. So for a lot of you have to choose walking away from your twin, and you have to do that knowing that you are full and complete in yourself, and you walk down your own path. You pour all that love into yourself and you walk away. Don't be too focused on new relationships and new contracts. You're going to collide with those. Know that. Divine's going to collide you with them. Because this is not a solo mission. So for a lot of you, yeah, you're going to have to say goodbye, but keeping your heart chakra activated, awakened, open, aligned, and high vibrational. And it can be really hard. Because for a lot of you, like, your twin could be feeling destroyed, and they're like, how could you be walking away and still be happy and not destroyed, right? So it's like sacrificing your twin to God, divine source, for your mission for the world. get into this tarot, right? Let's get some more messages here for the collective twin flames. 8 of Wands. Fast movement. Things are going to happen very fast. Hear that car? You hear it? Engine. Things are going to happen very fast, because when this does happen, it's going to be... It has to go very, very quickly. This is not something you can take your time and go slow with it. Like a slow breakup type of thing. Like the intensity, the passion. For some of you, you need to be careful, because for some of them, they're dealing with like disassociation. I heard like sociopathic tendencies, right? Because for a lot of them, they've had the devil attacking them at the most. Because it's trying everything to 1550 and 1551 on the clock, source code numbers, 1555. Things are happening very, very fast, because the enemy is hitting hard, trying to beat these twins down, right? To stop them. Enemy doesn't know there's new contracts are in line, you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be okay. So don't let that get you down. Like, I know that's where I was stuck for a while. I was like, hell no, the enemy is not going to win. I'm going to awaken my twin. I'm going to not sacrifice this. No. I know for a lot of you, it's really hard, because you feel that you have to be with your twin stronger than ever. And you want to know why? Because for a lot of you, you're star-seeded, right? So incarnations and other star systems where you incarnate at the same time with your twin, and you have to rely on your twin, like, for everything. You sacrifice everything coming together. Just a second, guys. Okay. Sorry about that. I told you before, I get a lot of interruptions here. There's a lot of sweet people here. Confirmation. Okay. So, where I was talking about is that, like, they're trying to really destroy, that I was talking about, they're trying to destroy the twins, right? Trying to stop these unions, but there was always a plan. There was always a contingency plan. There was always, it's just like, we're just going to reroute. And I think I backed up a little too far. I can't remember exactly where I was, but I was looking at this 5 of Swords. So yeah, for some of you, they've had the enemy attacking them really, really hard, right? Or no. Now I remember where I was. Thank you, source. So where you incarnated on other star systems with your twin, right? And that was your only lover. That was your everything. Like, you had to look into each other to be able. So it's harder here, because we're learning to be complete and whole within ourselves, but then we do magnetize, and but you need to let go of that feeling that you have to have your twin to go on, right? And yeah, see, look, Ace of Swords, Emperor, and the Empress, right in between them. But the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Swords surrounds them, because the enemy is trying everything to destroy these connections. You need to know that you got to focus on you, walk away. And I know that it's extremely hard, but that is how you heal. If you do want to do any healing to your twin whatsoever, by pulling away and walking away, that can trigger some of them to go into a massive awakening acceleration and maybe come back together. But you need to know that if they're being toxic and exhibiting those behaviors, right, then they're being controlled by the entity. And it's like letting the enemy right there next to you. So they're ultimately hurting you. That's why maybe for some of you, like, if you might have even seen that, no, my twin wouldn't treat me like that. You gotta walk away. If you feel, that's why, I mean, those fluffy readers that, say that, oh, your twin will never truly be toxic to you. And yeah, they very much can. Some of them, the enemy can come at them so hard. Like, the attacks can be so strong, especially attacking wounding and everything, that it can literally turn them into sociopathic. Like, the series of the entities that have been coming down, like, it's not just the Jezebel, it's the Jezebel, the Ahab, and the Levithian, like, teaming up. The three strongest demonic forces are teaming up against some of these divines. And the only way to not let those attacks happen is to just stay in love and light, and to stay fully activated and awakened into the vibration of love. Right? So that's some of you, like, you have to have separation just to save your twin, and for some of you, you won't be able to. And that's the hard truth, that it's like, yeah, they're protected maybe when they're within you, because you're able to constantly battle these demons and demonic forces, but you're constantly having to take them on and battle them out. So that's constantly the enemy is getting at you, because it's tearing you down and depleting you physically, emotionally, psychologically, because you're constantly in fight or flight, survival mode. And how you heal yourself is setting yourself free. So I know that this is extremely difficult. Nine of Swords. See, she's stressed out, down. It's brought her down to her knees. That's why I say these true twin flame connections are the most, like, these love stories, all the pain and trauma and things that not everybody has these. These are God's chosen warriors that came down here to do these connections. They're not these beautiful love connections. The amount of trauma and pain that they have to endure for us to be able to go on and not unalive ourselves due to the pain, because of the intensity of us literally feeling as though we cannot go on without another, because they are a part of us that we have to let go and sacrifice to the divine source through love, and to stay in that vibration of love, to not have the entity come attack you. It's something like no other. See, in this Six of Cups, she's by herself in the darkness, because you have to not let the past, you can't be in the past. You have to keep going forward. So the World's here. So for a lot of you, these are major decisions that you're having to make now. End of February, coming into March, because of the eclipses that are coming. There is a time on this. Now, my reading is going to be used in the future, right? So if the timeline doesn't fit, then it's just, you need to know it's now. Whenever you're catching this, you're getting awakened to this now. I could be revealing that to you, where now you know that it's time to make a decision. Let's get a few more cards, and then I'm going to close out this reading. I'm going to get into doing some other readings, right? There's the Lovers. See, it's so beautiful, and I always see this card in duality, right? He's looking into her eyes so seriously, like, I know who you are. You're my twin. You're my everything. I'm never going to separate from you. At the same time, he looks like he's being oppressive, and he's being obsessive and controlling and dominating, and can be controlled by the enemy, right? When the enemy gets into these divines too, they use sex, demons, and things like that. So if you're noticing that, like, your lover is extremely being controlled by sexual energy and wanting to be very oppressive and very dominating and things like that, if that wasn't in their nature before, it's because they're being controlled by the entity. Because the entities can literally attach to your sacral chakra, to your root chakra, to your solar plexus, to take control over your emotions and feelings, and to steal your life force energy to be able to have control over you. So for some of you, you need to do cord clearing rituals. You need to really pull back your energy, things like that. See what I mean? And I told you I've been getting this energy very strongly, as it's like you can have me, or it's like you either be with me, like you, like, okay, it's like it's like nobody else is ever going to have you other than me. This is how some of them are feeling, but you don't realize that you're battling an entity. For some of you, there's been hostile takeovers. I'm hearing they're no longer your divine. they're fully being ran by an entity. So you need to be very careful, and that's why, like, I was getting like the Golem coming out and the fortune cards, the collective readings that I was doing. It's like a lover, but then it can turn to vengeful and things like that. And because it's like, for some of you, like, they're coming in with these love offers and everything, but it's just they're trying to lure you to their lair, I heard, right? They're trying to turn you dark with them. That's why I'm like, there needs to be like a fast break, like that Eight of Wands. It looks like she's running away. For some of you, there needs to be like a fast break, fast separation. You can't, they're showing me the dagger on my third eye, like the lie and wait. You can't lie and wait. It's one of these, like, you can't be like, well, we're going to break up, I'm going to leave you, and then slowly, like, it's like, stay that night, pack your things, get out. Like, literally, it'd be better to just, like, maybe do things from afar, have a plan in place, have protection, things like that. Because they have strongholds, right, on you. I'm almost done. High Priestess, you really have to trust what you're feeling. Right. Like I said, these aren't everybody's stories. Not every twin flame has been completely taken over by the entity and having these demonic forces turning them into sociopathic narcissists. And if you look up those demons, kill and destroy. It takes them over and makes them that dark. That's what they want to do. So for some of them, it's literally like, if I can't have you, no one will. And even though you would think, no, my twin would never be like that because we are divine, we came here. That's, the entity got to some of them so bad, right? And they've lost their divine protection, things like that, being so dark, right? They've been stripped of their divine. Some of them have turned into fallen angels, have lost their wings, have lost their... So... like I said, this is not all the Twin Flame Collective, but this is a message I needed to get out for some of you. That's why maybe if you don't feel that's you, then just take the beginning part of the reading, the channel messages. Trust what you're feeling, right? It's the most important thing I can say. For some of you, you need a spiritual cleanse where you need to disconnect from tarot readings and messages and guidance. You need to just spend some time alone thinking about what you feel, healing. Because healing from past wounds and trauma is going to allow you to fully see things as they are. Trust what you feel and go forward. Okay. See the Death card here. He's wearing a mask. But the sun is coming in. All right, I'm sending love and light to all of you. Definitely feel free to like the video. That donates to me energetically. It helps the algorithms too with getting the reading out there for more to see. But whoever's meant to see this will be guided to this reading, know that. Watch whatever you feel guided to. I'm going to be doing lots of readings. I'm picking up a lot on the blue, dark blue frequency. So I pulled a lot of cards. I'm going to be doing a lot of different readings, right? But I felt to do this Twin Flame one out first, then I'm going to be getting into star-seeded readings and more messages, so know that. But if you're definitely on the True Twin Flame Collective, then you are star-seed, chosen one, light worker, earth angel, whatever you define yourself as. But you are. You're from the stars. All right. Love and light to all of you. Bye.